Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Page. I am the biomedical lead here at Discovery Place, and today I'm going to show you how to build your very own emergency preparedness kit. So September is National Preparedness Month, which means that this is the perfect time to go ahead and start assembling some of these supplies at home to make your own emergency preparedness kit. Now you can buy these, but they're generally more effective and cheaper if you just build your own. So the purpose of this is to get enough supplies together that if you or your family were cut off from things like electricity, clean drinking water, or just the safety of your home, that you could survive pretty comfortably for a few days. Now let's talk about what FEMA says is the most important things to include in an emergency kit. These things include 1 gallon of water per person per day. So 3 gallons per person if you're saving up for those 3 days. Enough non-perishable food also for 3 days. Now, whether you're getting meals ready to eat or something along the canned variety, make sure you know how to open it and bring a can opener. A battery-powered or hand crank radio, specifically with weather capabilities. A cell phone with a charger and a spare battery if possible. Some type of flashlight or lantern along with extra batteries. A basic first aid kit, a flare, glow stick, whistle, or some other signaling device in order to call for help if needed. Traveler's checks, money, and other items that you may need to make purchases. Copies of all important paperwork, including insurance policies, personal documents, and bank statements. Some waterproof matches, a change of clothes, including some sturdy shoes, and some basic toiletry products. Now, this is where the fun begins, and you can really start to customize it based on the specific needs for your family. So let's check out some other items that might be good to include. So now it's time to add to your kit and customize it based on your specific needs. So some other things you may think about including are things like prescriptions and different medications or medical devices. And remember, prescription includes prescription eyeglasses, masks and other types of disinfectant, plastic bags and garbage bags that are useful for lots of different things, a tarp and duct tape just in case you have to build a shelter somewhere, blankets and sleeping bags, again depending on where you think you may have to sleep and the temperature outside. Other members of your family's needs. So think about babies and other young children, as well as if you're planning on bringing your pets with you. So think about extra food, extra water, diapers, formula, things like that. Plastic utensils and other eating supplies. Pencils or pens and some type of paper, but remember, bring a pencil sharpener. Books, cards, games, anything else to kind of keep you occupied and also keep your mind off of things. Maps of the area on paper, just in case you don't have electricity or cell signal, and also probably some type of navigational device like a compass to help you. And finally, your emergency plans and your contact plans. Now, if you don't have these, no worries, because we have free copies linked for you to complete at home. So once you've assembled all these supplies, pack them into a series of sturdy duffel bags or backpacks, and you're ready to go. Depending on how much you travel, you might think about putting one in your car, one in your home, and even keeping one at work, so that way you're safe no matter where you go. So I hope that this was informative for you and that everyone out there has a happy and safe Preparedness Month.